They say India is a land of diversity, different languages, different foods, different cultures. But behind this colorful mosaic lies a deeper truth. We are not just a union of states, we are a civilization. From the snows of Kashmir to the shores of Kanyakumari, from the deserts of Rajasthan to the forests of the Western Ghats, we are one soul, one story, one Bharat. Yet, how often do we only hear one side of that story? The Mauryas, the Mughals, the Delhi Sultans. But what about the mighty empires of the south? What about those who protected dharma, built temples of stone and spirit, and held India's identity together while others tried to tear it apart? Today, we unveil the forgotten saga of one such empire, the Chalukyas of Badami. The warriors of the Deccan who stopped northern invaders, who repelled the first Islamic incursions into India, and who shaped Indian architecture forever. This isn't just South Indian history. This is your history. Because in the story of Bharat, there is no south, there is no north, only one Sanatan soul that beats through every stone, every river, every temple. Who were the Chalukyas? In the 6th century CE, a small but ambitious kingdom arose in the rugged Red Rock region of Badami in present-day Karnataka. The first great ruler was Pulakeshin I, who took the title Maharajadhiraja, King of Kings. But it was his son, Pulakeshin II, who would turn the Chalukyas into a pan-Indian force. Their capital, Vatapi, modern Badami, was not just a political hub but a spiritual and cultural beacon. Fact: inscriptions from Aihole, Pattadakal, and Badami provide authentic accounts of the Chalukya reign, written in Sanskrit and Old Kannada. Battle of Narmada. In the early 7th century, Harshavardhana, the mighty ruler of northern India, marched south, aiming to extend his empire beyond the Narmada river. But standing in his way was Pulakeshin II. The two great powers met at the Narmada river in a clash of titans. Fact: the Chinese traveller Xuanzang, who visited Harsha's court, records that Harsha suffered a rare defeat at the hands of Pulakeshin II. This wasn't just a battle. It was a stand, a Deccan declaration that India was not one kingdom, but one civilization, and unity didn't mean uniformity. North met its match in the south. First Hindu resistance to Islam in 712 CE, Muhammad bin Qasim invaded Sindh, establishing Islamic rule. But the Arabs didn't stop at Sindh, they pushed east and south, aiming to conquer the rich lands of India. They reached the borders of Chalukya territory. Fact: Arab chroniclers like Al-Balduri wrote about how Indian kings resisted Islamic expansion, mentioning the kings of Al-Hind who halted Arab progress. Among the first to resist this expansion was the Chalukya Empire. They protected not only land but dharma itself. Long before Prithviraj Chauhan or Rana Sanga, the Chalukyas fought the first ideological war against foreign invasion. The cradle of Indian temple architecture. While empires fought wars, the Chalukyas built temples. At Aihole, they constructed over 125 temples, each a masterpiece. Aihole is known as the cradle of Indian temple architecture. At Pattadakal, the Chalukyas created a fusion of Nagara, North Indian, and Dravida, South Indian, styles. Fact: Pattadakal is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, preserving temples like Virupaksh and Mallikarjun. What the Greeks were to philosophy, the Chalukyas were to Indian art and architecture. Their temples weren't just places of worship, they were universities of stone, teaching us unity through diversity. After Pulakeshin II was betrayed and killed during a Pallav invasion, the dynasty weakened. But it revived as the Western Chalukyas of Kalyani in the 10th century. Their legacy influenced the Hoysalas, Rashtrakutas, and even Vijayanagar Empire. Fact: the Hoysala temples of Belur and Halebidu owe their intricate style to Chalukya foundations. Like the roots of a mighty tree, the Chalukyas fed the future of Indian civilization, quietly but powerfully. We are taught to divide our history, North versus South, Dravidian versus Aryan. But the Chalukyas prove otherwise. They built temples with northern and southern designs, spoke Sanskrit and Kannada, worshipped Vishnu and Shiva, protected dharma from foreign invasion, and fought not for domination, but for preservation. The Chalukyas of Badami are not just South Indian history. They are Indian history. They are our history. Thanks for watching Vocab Tales. If you felt proud of this forgotten chapter of India, like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below. Should Indian history books tell more stories from the South? Until next time, Jai Hind.